Hello! My name's Alice, aka FoxQueen, aka I'm a really freaking bad lawyer, god dang it! But welcome back to Aviary Attorney. I don't know what part this is. I don't know what part video this is. I just keep recording in large batches and I don't know. My memory sucks. Hello? Do I remember the July Revolution? Of course. How could I ever forget? The chanting, the violence, the smell of gunpowder. The three glorious days. Cocorico. Or it's Cocorico, whatever. Cocorico makes more sense. Act 3, The Sleeping City. Okay. I can't believe he's skipping work again. I swear, if I find that moping bird brain at the Canard Joyous... Ah, finally! Good morning, Falcon. Morning No, wait, it's 2 in the afternoon. That means the official greeting is... Where the hell have you been, lazy bones? Ugh. It's far too early for this level of roasting. Pass the Cabernet Sauvignon. No way. We've got important business to discuss, and I can't do that if you're half drunk. Mon Dieu, give me a break. I haven't had a good night's sleep since the trial. Something on your mind? Actually, yes. It was what the wolf judge said about a revolution. Pshaw. That guy was off his rocker. And besides, if we worried about every potential French Revolution, we would never get any work done. Am I right? Yeah, maybe you're right. Worrying doesn't do us any good. Tell me about the important business you wanted to discuss. Oh yeah, the business. A letter. This one's from the Paris Police Department. Fancy wax seal and everything. That is, indeed a fancy seal. Well, go ahead, Sparrowson. You may have the honors. All right? Monsieur Falcon. Maybe on the rooftop cafe opposite of the Place de la Bastille. I have a proposal. Regards, Inspector Valerty. That's it. How terse. Valerty's letter has been added to your evidence folder. A proposal from the inspector? Interesting. Do you have any idea what sort of proposal he had in mind? Not a clue. So, are we going to go meet him and find out? We may as well. I don't know what sort of proposal the inspector has in mind, but we would be foolish to reject it without even hearing him out. Grab your coat. Alright? No dilly-dallying. I like it. Oh, but before I forget, I need to drop by the hospital at some point. What did you eat this time? No, it's not like that. Well, not entirely. I need to pay for the bill from my last visit. Oh, that's reasonable. Sure, we can pay a visit, but the inspector's call should take priority, I think. How much money do we have? 80 francs! Not bad. A new day. Alright, we only have one option here. A rooftop cafe overlooking the Bastille Square is the perfect spot for a friendly rendezvous. Okay. It's far too cold to be meeting on a rooftop cafe. Why couldn't the inspector have chosen a comfier location? Who knows? Maybe the inspector likes the view because it reminds him of his days guarding the old Bastille under the Ancien Regime. Wait, you think the inspector worked here during the Ancien Regime? Do you think that's how he got his war wounds? It was a joke, Sparrowson. I'm pretty sure the inspector isn't that old. Well. Severin, what are you doing here? Settle down, JJ. Just like you, I was invited by the inspector. What could he want with all three of us? It's hardly unusual for the lawyers and police of France to collaborate. The inspector probably has a big investigative role that requires all hands on deck. A big investigative role. Sounds juicy. Oh, by the by, did you hear what happened to Judge Romulius? No, what? It turns out that he acquired his position as judge through illegal means, so a warrant has been put out for his arrest. He's a wanted. I just said wanted. He's a wanted. Is that proper? Is that correct? He acquired his position through illegal means? What does that even mean? I'm a little hazy on the details. Something about pushing another judge into the ooh, into the sign? I can't believe that. I can believe that. Ooh. He's not shocked. My bad. I was shocked. I mean, I wasn't like really shocked, but like, I don't know. I thought it fit the occasion. You know what I mean? Whatever. Anyway, I'm sure he'll be got before long. Nobody manages to escape the long arm of the law forever. Speaking of which... Oh! Ah, good. You're all here. Excuse me, Monsieur, Mr. Inspector Valerty, sir. Falcon and I were wondering, did you get your injuries while defending the old Bastille prison? Pause. Pum pum. Pum pum. Pum pum. Ah! You may notice that I may be wearing a different cardigan, and that's because a lot has happened since I paused. And long story short, I tried to unclog a sink. I ended up breaking one of my sinks, but I successfully unclogged the other one. But I ended up getting a mixture of vinegar and whatever else was in my sink all over me. Well, all over that cardigan specifically, so... Anyway, enough about me. Back to this. Falcon and I were wondering, did you get your injuries while defending the old Bastille prison? Don't drag me into this, you fool. I was joking. You impudent whelps. I'm not that old. I sustained these injuries while in the July Revolution 18 years ago. I was a royal guard, just a lowly peon. The air was thick with gunpowder and blood. Oh great, now you've set him off. We were given the order to charge at a rebel barricade. My comrades and I fastened our bayonets. Suddenly, boom. Without warning, a gunpowder keg exploded. My comrades were dead. I was heavily wounded. That's when I looked up and saw a looming figure standing between the gargoyles of Notre Dame. It was the Viridian killer himself. This is a fascinating story, Inspector, but perhaps you could tell us why we're here? Oh, right, of course, why we're here. What I'm about to tell you is to remain strictly confidential, you understand? It's a matter of national security. As you've probably heard, France is under threat from a certain heinous group. Hipsters. What? I'm clicking it. Hipsters. It's true. The other day, I was called a pop-loving pleb for enjoying Chopin. Now's not the time for joking, you two. The inspector's obviously talking about the growing rumors of an uprising. Correct. A rebellion is coming. Indeed, rebels. There's a storm brewing in the shadows of Paris. We, the Paris Police Department, have known about it for months. No, years. In every tavern and on every street corner, people talk of organizing protests and overthrowing the government. The king has ordered for public gatherings to be dispersed and newspapers to be censored, but the whispers of dissent remain. No surprise there. If you take away an angry citizen's ability to speak, they'll get even angrier. I'll turn this down a little bit. I feel like that would be too quiet though. It just sounds really loud. I don't know. I'll trust my ears. Indeed. That's why it's paramount that we find and strike at the heart of the rebel group as soon as possible. For that, I need your help. What exactly do you want us to do? Interview citizens, scout locations, find the secret rebel meeting location that has escaped the eyes of the police. Do we have any leads? Just one. We know that the rebels are having weapons supplied to them by a crooked merchant who is only referred to as the croque monsieur. Like the sandwich? Oh, was it croquet? Croquette? I think it's croquette then. What? The croquette... Google... Let me see. Google. Translate.
Croque.
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 Okay, that sounds about right. The croque monsieur. It's a hot sandwich. Cheese, ham, a little, bechamel. How do you say that?
Béchamel.
Bechamel. What?
Béchamel.
Well, English? We're going with bechamel because throw in some peppers if it's a Friday night. This has nothing to do with sandwiches. Croque monsieur is the alias of an accomplished and notoriously dangerous arms dealer. In any case, that's everything the Parisian police know. That's everything? That's all you have to demonstrate after years of tracking? They're not great at their job. Like, the Parisian police don't really know what they're doing. But it's okay, because Valerti's cute. He's a cute little cock. Little cock man. I love him. Naturally, as a public prosecutor, it is my duty to help the police with their investigative work. I would be honored to lend any and all assistance. Suck up. That's very good to hear, Monsieur Cocorico, but what about you, Falcon? Well, to be honest, Inspector, I don't quite understand why you're asking me. I'm a private defense attorney. I work for citizens who get stuck in legal trouble. Rebel hunting isn't quite my forte. You want to know why I'm asking you? Look around you, Falcon. We're surrounded by corruption and incompetence. The judges are bloodthirsty wolves, the jailers are thieving ravens, and the National Guard are sitting ducks. Look at the slackers and dullards who supposedly protect and serve this country. Nobody cares about justice anymore. You saw my shameful display at the previous trials. Those are the results I produce with imbeciles to assist me. But you three, you care. Falcon, I saw you defending Dame Cataline and Prince Juan. I heard of your escapades around the city, frantically collecting evidence and interviewing witnesses. Frankly, you did more investigative work over the last month than I've seen any policeman do in a year. That's really sad. Not including myself, of course. But Dame Cataline, it doesn't matter. You have passion and conviction, and you aren't a total bird brain. By my book, that makes you a fantastic investigator, even if that is not in your job description. So, what do you say? Do you want to sit around your office twiddling your thumbs until another pointless job offer falls into your lap? Or do you want to take this opportunity to do something great and help us track down the animal who wish to harm our glorious nation? I would be honored to help my country, sure. Consider us on board. Excellent. Just what I wanted to hear. I had no idea you were such a patriot, JJ. There's nothing wrong with a little national pride. Yeah, pride is fine and all, but, do we get any compensation for this? Of course. Here's 50 francs. You will receive another 50 upon the completion of your work. 50 francs? Psh, we're being undersold. Hush, Sparrowson. This is a great opportunity. I don't want to keep you any longer than necessary. You already have all the key facts of the investigation. Find the elusive Croque Monsieur. Find where the rebels are congregating. Those are your 2 tasks. I'll check up on your progress in 3 weeks' time. See what you can accomplish by then. I'll be doing my own independent investigation into the rebel group, JJ, so I suppose this is a competition of sorts. Try to keep up with me. Don't make me laugh, Severin. I'll have all the rebel leaders behind bars before you even have your first suspect. Come on, Sparrowson. We have a Croque Monsieur to hunt. Okay, let's go. Heh, I knew a little competition would kick those bird brains into gear. Well, Inspector, this has been a productive meeting. I should probably start my investigation into the Croque Monsieur too. Not so fast, Cocorico. There is something else we need to discuss. Oh. What could that be? Alright, alright. Well, there is a lot. There is a lot to look at. Maybe going to the bar might be a good idea to look for clues. What is Chateau Crinieri here? What does the lion have anything to do with it? Okay. Yeah, we're gonna try. Doesn't look like anything important is up, so I guess we'll go to the tavern. No, no drinking. Bad Falcon. Calm down, Sparrowson. I'm here for information. Taverns are the first place people go to moan about the government. Therefore, they are a perfect rebel breeding ground. Oh, that makes sense. Ah, it's you two. What will it be today? Wine or beer? I'm afraid it's just questions for now, Madame Quinelli. Quinel? The E's probably silent. We're looking for a man called the Croque-Monsieur. Have you seen him? No, that name doesn't sound familiar at all. Okay. Have you heard any of your patrons bad-mouthing the government? Of course. This is a tavern, hun. If people couldn't come here to grope and talk politics, what else could they do? Or where else could they go? I've messed up a lot of these sentences, but I'm really trying. I'm sorry. That's true, but has anyone stood out? Well, just between you and me, the pair on the drinking floor have been acting very shifty. Now, I'm not saying they are or they aren't rebels, but they're doing far too much talking and not enough drinking, if you know what I mean. I think I do. Thank you, madame. Let's see where to go. Drinking room. It's the hunters! And that's when the Mademoiselle told me to put the order in. No idea where she's going to keep him, though. Pierrot, you know she hates being called Mademoiselle. You're going to get stuck with guard duty again. Oh, right you are. The madam it is, then. Wait, she ain't married, is she? So why do we have to call her madam? Why don't you ask her yourself? No way, she would straight up eat me alive if I asked that directly. Wait, hush up. Do you smell that? It smells like eavesdroppers. Can I help you, messieurs? What were you talking about? What were you two just talking about before we rudely interrupted? Well, I would like to include you in our conversation, but to be perfectly honest, I don't think that's any of your business. Sure, it is our business. As a matter of fact, it is our business. You see, we want to fight alongside the rebels. We do? Listen here, you... Hold on, Pierrot. Let me handle this. Listen, messieurs. I've seen you two around a couple times. We're acquaintances, I suppose. Now, I don't know who you are, but I do know that your line of work involves a fair amount of investigation. Therefore, I must assume you're some sort of detective or prosecutor. Am I far off the mark? Well, as I thought. Now, I don't claim to be part of any secret rebel alliance. I've never heard of such a thing. But if I were a member of any such hypothetical group, I would not allow the entry of a man of the law like yourself. Understood? Man, that's a solid shutdown. Yeah, I'll try asking something else. Have you heard of the Croque-Monsieur? Monsieur, have you heard of a man called Falcon? Wait! There's a slight chance that these guys might be rebels, right? So if we ask directly, they might be scared off. Good point. I'll try to keep it subtle. Where'd you get that rifle? Monsieur, I see you're carrying a rifle, evidently. Who manufactured it? Good question. See, most hunters around here are carrying old French charlevals, but this beauty is something special. See? It's American, from the Springfield Armory, model 1812. Percussion lock firing mechanism. An American musket, you say? That's certainly quite special. It must have been hard to procure. It's true that you can't buy guns of this quality from standard street sellers, but if you know the right people, please, go on. Well... Okay, listen carefully. You didn't hear it from me, but to meet the croque monsieur... Oh, okay. I thought I was just waiting for something to happen. Okay. Actually, it would be foolish for me to explain in public. It'd be much easier if you take this. The Book of Judges? What is this, some sort of law book? The book subject's not important. Just take it. Oh, I see. It's the Book of Judges from the Bible. Old Testament stories of God smiting people and stuff. I appreciate the gift, Monsieur, but I'm not religious. Nor am I. And then why are you... Just take it, you idiot! Bible books are what we use to pass around code phrases, don't we? Code phrases? Period. Please, I'm trying to be low-key, and I can't do that if you're mouthing off with that big beak of yours. Right, you are. Try to forget what my friend said. Just with a little searching and with the contents of that good book, you should be able to get what you desire. Huh. Is that a religious metaphor? No, Monsieur, I'm being very literal. The Book of Judges has been added to your evidence folder. Well, thank you very much for the gift, Monsieur. But to be honest, I have no idea how this is supposed to lead me to our gun salesman. Ah, I see. Well, I hear that there is an excellent friar who performs Bible readings at the Notre Dame Cathedral. Perhaps if you show that man your new book, he'll be able to find you a particularly spiritual passage. Are you sure this isn't all a religious metaphor? I feel like you're trying to convert me. I assure you, I'm as secular as they come, Monsieur. Fire at Notre Dame Cathedral. Thank you, Monsieur. I'll make a note. Was there something else you wanted? I wanted to ask about the swanky hat, but I guess not. Frick. Thank you for your assistance, messieurs. It's nothing. Get out of here already. You two seem like decent fellows. You shouldn't get involved in this rebellion business. Just do whatever you need to do with the croque monsieur and get out of Paris. That's what a smart person would do. I appreciate the advice, Monsieur. Alright, I guess let's scuttle out. Yeah, let's go. Think that's up. Yep, let's make a move. Cool, 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 cool. Oh, we need to go to the hospital. 1 second. He has to pay those hospital bills. Oh, there it is. There he is, Spearson. Go ahead, say what you need to say. Excuse me, Dr. Falret? I just wanted to thank you for, you know, giving me an antidote and, making me well and stuff. It's no trouble at all. Spearson, wasn't it? Of course, there is a small matter of the debt. Right. Let's see. 1 hospital bed, 1 dose of specialized antidote, expert medical care from the attending physician. The total comes to 500 francs. Falcon, can I get an advance on this month's pay and next month and maybe the month after? Oh god, I have nowhere near that. Calm down, Spearson. I'm sure the doctor is a reasonable man. He'll surely allow you to pay in installments. Of course, of course. Oh, thank goodness. With my current wages, I should be able to fully pay off the debt and by the 20th century. Hey, your pay isn't that bad. Now, there's no need for quibbling. I have a suggestion. You messieurs are lawyers, yes? If you do some pro bono work for me, I may be able to knock the bill down a bit. Maybe to say 100 francs? Oh, that sounds much more manageable. What kind of legal work do you have in mind? Debt collection. Sounds fun. Oh, wait, I was being sarcastic, but I guess Falcon was all for it. That actually sounds quite fun. It'll be a nice change from this croque monsieur nonsense. Yes, give us the details, Doctor. There's a man I treated for a small injury a couple years ago. He's been evading my attempts at collecting on his bill ever since. I wouldn't normally pursue medical bills so aggressively, but I know that the man is a successful inventor. He can easily afford to front the bill. I would greatly appreciate it if you would pay him a visit and strong-arm him into loosening his purse strings. Well, I'm not making any promises, but maybe we can swing by the inventor's house if we have a free minute. Thanks, Falcon. And thank you, Doctor. We will dedicate every waking moment to collecting this debt. Wait, I didn't agree to that. Every waking moment. Okay. So we need to go to Notre Dame and... Ooh. We'll go there first. The Atelier. We need to go there too. Let's get those first. What a view. You can see the July columns so clearly from up here. Ah, Cocorico, you're already here. You have news about the Croque Monsieur? Or is this about the other matter? Here you go, as requested. The full register of those who entered the Paris Law School and full list of graduates. Very good. Let's take a look. Now, could you please tell me what this is about, Inspector? What exactly are you looking for? Look at this list of graduates. Do you see any names you recognize? Well, I see my own, class of 1837, and I see that moronic prosecutor, Rupert Brabington, under the class of 1846. Oh, and there's J.J. Falcon's name under the class of 1832. Very good. Now take a look at the register page from 1829. See anything amiss? Well, I don't see JJ's name, but I'm not quite sure what that implies, Inspector. The explanation is simple. J.J. Falcon changed his name sometime between 1928 and 1829. Freaking mix them up. In 1832, right around the time of the July Revolution. And why would he do that? Why indeed? Monsieur Cocorico, you and I are roosters. We are birds of justice. Birds of French national pride. But Falcon, he is a bird of prey. It is in his very nature to draw his talons and lash out to those around him. I have no doubts that, when the pressure rises, he will show his true colors. I'm not sure if I agree with your personality assessment, Inspector. I've always suspected that JJ was a buffoon, an imbecile, and a troglodyte, but never would I describe him as a person of malice. Time will tell. Do you need me for anything else, Inspector, or shall I continue my investigation into the Croque Monsieur? There's one more thing. Take this. A pistol? No thank you, Inspector. These are dangerous times. If you face a violent threat, you cannot hope to defend yourself with that riding crop of yours. I'm well aware. I just find that these ghastly things tend to escalate situations rather than mitigate them. That's what everyone says during peacetime. Take it. Thank me when it saves your hide. Fine, fine. I'll keep hold of it. Well, Monsieur Cocorico, you have been most helpful. I'm just doing my duty. Good day, Inspector. So he definitely suspects Falcon, but I think there's a different reason as to why he changed his name. I think it has something to do with his family being well known. Because they've mentioned that briefly a little bit, you know? Alright. Let's go first, I suppose, to... Where is it? Where is it? Notre Dame. Let's go to Notre Dame. Falcon and Sparrowson step into the grand atrium of the Notre Dame Cathedral. Scaffolding lines much of the crumbling outer walls. Unperturbed, a handful of devotees are silently kneeled in thought. Here for a little prayer, are we, Falcon? I had no idea you were the religious type. Don't be silly. I'm following up on Fontaine's lead. We must find our mystery friar. Don't you think it's that hunched over fellow over there? I bet it's him. He looks super suspicious. It could be. Let's show some tact. Excuse me, Monsieur Friar! I don't know why you're surprised at this point, Falcon. Do you know what tact is, Sparrowson? I don't trust this wolf. I don't trust this wolf as far as I can throw him. And I can't reach in this game, alright? So I can't throw him at all. So what I'm saying is I don't trust this wolf at all, alright? Welcome, my brothers, welcome. All are welcome under the roof of the house of God. Are you here to confess your sins, or perhaps you wish to join in our services? Actually, Friar, we're here because... Falcon! That friar. He looks eerily familiar. He's the judge. This is totally the judge. He does look familiar. Now that you mention it, he does look a little like the guy who delivers our post, doesn't he? What? No! That's not who I meant. And how does he look anything like our postman? Am I going mad? Your friend appears to be upset. Don't mind him. He's just in a huff because he thinks you look like a judge we once met. Judge Romulius? I get that all the time. I'm his twin brother, you see. Twin brother? What kind of BS? Okay. Oh, good. I'm not going mad. Friar, would you say that you have a good relationship with Romulius? We were close, but as you may have heard, he got in trouble with the law recently. I haven't seen him in weeks. I see. I didn't mean to pry. It's no trouble, but tell me, why are you here, my brothers? Oh, right. Well, we have a couple of questions. What's with the scaffolding? Is some sort of construction work going on? That's right, a little repair, a little renovation. It's no secret that the cathedral has seen better days. The Cult of Reason did a lot of damage back in the days of the Revolution. But now we're well on our way to restoring this holy place to its former glory. The Cult of Reason? The religion of Christianity. Hey, Falcon, what's the difference between a religion and a cult? Don't be rude, Sparrowson. Ah, don't worry, my brother. I understand how it is. To a young person, all ideologies look like gobbledygook? Sure. In different packaging, don't they? Pretty much. Then maybe you'll come to learn the differences as you grow up. I promise some ideologies are worth following to the very end. But let's not talk anymore about cults or ideologies. Did you want anything else? Could you take a look at this? Friar, we have something that we would like to show you. Could you take a look at this? We heard that you could give special passage readings. Ah, I see. You have your own copy of the Book of Judges. I think you will find chapter 15, verse 2 to be particularly enlightening. Let's see. Chapter 15, verse 2. This chapter follows the journey of Samson, the heroic judge with divine strength. In this part of the scripture, Samson is confronted by men who are angered by Samson's notion of justice. Please, could you read the passage? Okay. 3,000 men of Judah went to the top of the rock Etam. They said to Samson, "Knowest thou not the Philistines are rulers over us? What is this that thou hast done unto us?" And Samson said unto them, "As they did unto me, so have I done unto them. As they did unto me, so have I done unto them." A beautiful sentence, wouldn't you agree? It's poetic, a beautiful summation of justice. You understand the passage. That's delightful to hear. Yes, Samson was a great judge. Not a judge of today who sits in a high chair and files endless paperwork, but an old judge, a holy judge. A shopfet. Shopfets were to be admired and feared. They made their own judgments and dispersed their own punishments. Ah, I'm starting to ramble, aren't I? Okay, let's get back to the point. The key word of the day is Etam. That's the name of the cave where Samson hid, the rock of Etam. Etam. Got it. I'll make a note. It's like a backwards mate. I'm confused. What do we do with this key word? That is for you to learn on your own, my brothers. You seem to be intelligent. I'm sure that if you put your faith in the right people, you can uncover the truth. We'll see what we can do. Is there anything else I can help you with today? Perhaps you wish to make a confession. I think we're done here. Thank you for your time, Friar. Go in peace, my brothers. I don't know what that means at all. Freck. Etam? What? Cave of Etam? Cave? Okay, well, let's go after the engineer, inventor person first and get that out of the way. Come in. Are you Monsieur Gustave Trouve? I am, and you are... Should we say we're lawyers? Lawyers, sure. We're lawyers. Sent on behalf of Dr. Falret. We're here to collect a debt that you owe. It's time to pay up, Monsieur. Oh, mon Dieu, I completely forgot about that. Listen, I would be happy to pay, but it looks like I don't quite have enough money on hand. What to do? I know. I have a brand new invention that will blow the doctor's socks off. It's a device that will completely revolutionize the surgical field. I imagine the doctor would prefer hard cash over some gadget. No, trust me. This baby will easily be worth 10,000, no, 100,000 francs. The doctor will love it. Oh, alright then. Hand the device over and I'll pass it along to Dr. Falret right away. Well, it's not that simple. The device isn't finished yet? It's not finished? I know exactly what needs to be done, but I am missing some crucial parts. Perhaps if you had some time to spare, you could help me out, run out and collect what I need? What? No, Monsieur, that's absurd. If you have shopping to do, then you should do it yourself. Falcon, please, help the man. I can't spend the rest of my life in debt. All right. No need to get panicky. We'll hear the man out, at least. Great. I'll take notes. What is it you need, Monsieur? Let's see. I need a copper pot. A pot? As in, like, a saucepan? What on earth for? It's a necessary component of my own invention. I can use it to build a portable electric battery. You see, when a zinc rod is suspended in sulfuric acid accompanied by a copper surface, a current is generated. Say me your scientific mumbo-jumbo. One metal pot should be trivial to acquire. One copper pot. Oh, the copper part is important? Okay, one copper pot. I wonder where we could find one of those. I've seen copper kettles at the Hall Market, although those things aren't too cheap. I can't help but feel I saw a copper pot somewhere else. What else? String! High-grade string. To bind some components of the device together. Seems simple enough. I imagine La Hall's Market would have that in abundance. Can we really afford to blow our whole budget at the market, Falcon? Surely there's a cheaper way to acquire string. Look, I have a loose thread on my jacket. Take it. The string must be higher quality than that, monster. I need something that's fishing line grade. Oh, I see. Was there anything else you wanted, Monster? Some books? Confectionaries? Alcohol? Groceries, perhaps? No. That's everything. Alright, I've got it all written down. Shopping list has been added to your evidence folder. I feel a little conned. We came here to collect on a debt and left with a shopping list. We're going to follow through and get Monsieur True's items, right? We'll see. Alright. Okay, well, I know where to get the fishing line. I don't know where to get the pot. And I don't know about the eton thing. Ah! Okay. I don't want to waste a day and get myself behind again, so I'm thinking, like, maybe I, like, not go to a place if I'm not entirely sure that's the way to go. Okay, Etom? Really? Etom? I'm seeing if there's, like, the word somewhere in something. No. Nope. I don't know. It's mate backwards? I don't know if that says anything though. It's a cave mate. Chocolate Emporium? Maybe. Let's go get that fishing line first. I think it's here. Cross your fingers I didn't frick this up. Well, if it isn't the rude lawyers. You know, you owe me, big guy. I owe you? Yep, my fishing line snapped when I dragged you out of the water the other day. I had to buy a new reel. So, the way I see it, you owe me 2 francs for the fishing line and 1 million francs for saving your life. I don't have 1 million and 2 francs. Really? But you look so bourgeois. Alright, I'll tell you this. 2 francs for the line and we'll call it even. Fine. Here's 2 francs. Consider it a gift of gratitude for saving my life. Much thanks, Monsieur. Now, why are you here? Why are we here? Right. We have some questions. So, got anything good today? Not a kipper. This new fishing line is really good, but I've run out of good bait, so it's practically useless by itself. That's quite an issue. Hey Falcon, do you think that fishing line would work as a high-grade string Monsieur True wanted? It just might. Say, Monsieur Kingsley, since you aren't catching anything, would it be possible for us to take that new fishing line off your hands? Sure. What's it worth? Didn't we already go over this fishing line payment business? Yeah, but that was compensation for the old fishing line. If you want to buy this new fishing line, that's a whole separate matter. Alas, or also, I saved your life, remember? And I was polite enough to not rub the fact in your face. Much. Fine, fine. So how much did the new line cost? 10 francs. There was no way that that line cost 10 francs. You're right, it cost 1. But I added a little markup. That's obscene. I guess it is a bit. I'll tell you what, if you can provide me with some killer bait, I'll give you the line for free. Killer bait? Like worms? Sure, worms, sweets, whatever. So what'll it be? Do you have some bait, or do you just want to pay me in cash? Do I have bait? No. I have cash. I'm done playing this stupid run around fetch quest nonsense. Here's the 10 francs. Excellent. And here's your line. Fishing line has been added to your evidence folder. Wait, hold on. Now I have no fishing line or bait. I did not think this deal through. Oh well. Can I help with something else? Have you heard of the Croque Monsieur? A man called the Croque Monsieur? Nope, doesn't ring any bells. That's a strange name though. Did the man name himself after the sandwich, or was the sandwich named after him? I have absolutely no idea. I can only aspire to have a sandwich named after me one day. The Sparrow Sun. Thick slices of white bread, mayonnaise, cheese, chicken, bacon, slices of sausage, honey glazed ham. Stop. You'll give us all heart attacks. Okay, that's all. I think we're done here. Happy fishing, Monsieur. Bye, Monsieur Fisherman. Hey, you know I hate being called that. Oh. Okay, so we still need a kettle, or a copper pot, sorry, and the cave. I have no idea where that, I have no clue. I have no idea. Do you think he would, like, mention it again? This doesn't waste time, so I'm gonna click on it. The friar is nowhere to be seen. Oh. Cave? Cave. At wait, mate backwards. Mate. I don't know. I don't know. Did we see a pot in here? Or a copper, whatever? Ah, you there. I remember you. You guys can help me out with this little dilemma. What is it, mademoiselle? Which country is better, Great Britain or the United States of America? USA. USA. USA is number 1. I'm going to have to go with the USA. Because they kicked Britain's derriere in the battlefield, right? Well, sure that, but also because they're proving themselves to be a unique and formidable nation. It's quite remarkable what they've achieved in such a short period of time. You prefer the USA, huh? There is a lot of opportunity there. What is this about, mademoiselle? Well, I'm thinking of taking a trip. A long trip. Everywhere I go in Paris, people are angry and depressed. It's like violence is about to break out at any moment. I've saved up enough, so I'm going to get out of here. Follow my dream of starting a new life overseas. Who's going to look after Chateau Crinieri? Well, with the Baron's passing, they've decided to auction off his estate. I think the de Meows were showing some interest in the household, so I guess they can handle the household duties themselves. The de Meows, you say? Interesting. Anyway, this might be the last time we'll see each other, so I'll just say, au revoir, Sparrowson. Au revoir, Monsieur Falcon. Farewell, mademoiselle. I wish you a pleasant voyage. So long, mademoiselle. Don't let those Yanks push you around. Hey, Falcon, I think we forgot something. The rebels, the Croque Monsieur, all that juicy investigation stuff. We're supposed to be asking questions. Oh, right, that completely slipped my mind. That's no matter. Colleen didn't seem the type to get involved with rebels and arms dealers. She probably knew nothing, I suppose. In any case, she seems to be the only one with enough sense to escape before the violence starts. Yeah. Alright. I don't remember what day he said we were supposed to meet up also. So I'm a little worried. Cave? Maybe jail? I don't know. Cave. Cave? Cave? Eh. Why did we come here, Falcon? We don't have a client to defend. I had a thought. If we want to find criminals, then we should probably talk to the person who deals with them every day. Ah, I get it. You're looking for Quark, that pesky jailer. Where is he? It could be his day off. Maybe we should come back another time. Ah! Dang it. I'm just wasting days. Okay, maybe you Spaniard. He wears glasses. Ooh, no, those are nails. This is horrible. This is the worst. Well, this is most unexpected. Monsieur Falcon, Monsieur Sparrowson, I believe this is our first time meeting without disguises or pretenses, as it were. Oh, but first things first. Mousy, would you kindly fetch our guest some tea? Oh, of course, Monsieur Volps. Of course. How can he lift like a teacup? He is a small little mouse. Messieurs, what sort of tea would you like? Chamomile? Darjeeling? Darjeeling? Probably. I don't know. Maybe? I think this is a Chinese tea. I'm pretty sure. I don't know anything about this tea. I think it's Chinese. Coffee? Chamomile I know is like relaxing. I don't drink tea. I just know chamomile is like relaxing and you like drink it to like chill. We'll go with chamomile. We need to chill. Chamomile sounds good to me. Thanks, Mousy. Sure, I could go for some chamomile too. Okay, 1 pot of chamomile coming right up. Let's get down to business. What is it you two came here for? We just have a couple of questions. Have you heard rumor of an uprising? Of course. These days, a man can't walk into a tavern without hearing angry men whispering about violence and revolt. I dare say that Paris may find itself in the midst of yet another revolution before the end of winter. But what can you tell us about the dissenters specifically? Do you know where they were meeting? I'm afraid I only know what you read, what you can read in the papers, Monsieur. I know anti-government protesters were meeting out in the open until the government clamped down on large public banquets. With the banquets gone, who knows where the dissenters went? I see. Perhaps I can assist you with something else? Have you ever heard of a person called the Croque Monsieur? And no, we're not talking about the sandwich, unfortunately. The Croque Monsieur. Are you referring to the black market salesman? The man who claims to be able to procure anything, no matter how illegal? Yes, that sounds exactly like the person we're looking for. Do you know him? Me, personally? No, Monsieur. I just know of his vile reputation. I see, and then... Do you have any idea how we can find him? Meeting the Croque Monsieur face to face is not easy. The man doesn't make himself known to just anybody, after all. I know. I shall do a little investigative work on my own. Come back in 3 days, and I'll tell you where and when you can find the Croque Monsieur. That's an enormous help. Thank you so much, Monsieur Volps. Of course, there is a price. It is just a small fee. A mere 30 francs. Hey, we saved your derriere over that Prince Swan business. Is this any way to show your gratitude? Monsieur Volps, you must understand that this is no personal errand. We're investigating on behalf of king and country. I'm sure your intentions are noble, Monsieur Falcon, but I am running a business here. A fox has to eat. He has a point. I got money. 30 francs, and I guarantee I will find you the Croque Monsieur. That is my final offer. What do you say? Take it. Here you go, Monsieur. Very good. As I promised, return in 3 days or later, and I will tell you where the Croque Monsieur can be found. Rest assured that I will undertake my end of the bargain with care and diligence. I expect nothing less. Thank you, Monsieur Volps. It is my pleasure. Was there anything else you wanted to ask? That's all. Have a pleasant day, Monsieur Volps. As to you, messieurs. The tea is ready. Oh no, the tea! Monsieur Volps, it's ready. I'm afraid you're too slow, Mousy. Oh, bother. Oh, he's like Winnie the Pooh. I cry. Okay, so come back on 5th. Come back on the 5th. Maybe check out the hall at this point. Okay, so we need a copper pot and a piece of string. What options do we have? I see Sacha Spider's silverware store. Too pricey. Let's take it down a notch. Okay, how about that place over there? Harry Hippopotamus's Pottery and Haberdashery? That name just rolls off the tongue. Still too pricey. We're buying for a mad scientist, not the Queen of England. What about the little stand ruse odds and ends? Looks cheap, and I even see a copper kettle in the back. Now we're talking. Excuse me, madam? Oh, kangaroo! Wait, those two look familiar. I recognize you. Weren't you two begging outside Chateau Criniere a couple weeks ago? Yeah, that was us. Thanks for your generosity, Monsieur. We put your money to good use, see? We started a business. At Ruse Odds and Ends, we sell everything. I suppose that congratulations are in order. It's no small feat to pull yourself out of the streets in today's economy. So, do we get a discount? A discount? Well, we did help kickstart your little enterprise. I suppose we are investors of sorts. Sorry, messieurs, no discounts. You gave it a donation out of the generosity of your hearts. Because you're such nice people, but maybe we can help you out. What is it you wanted? Maybe see your copper kettle? We see a copper kettle on your stall. How much is it? 30 francs. We'll take it. All right, we'll take it. Here's your money. And here's your kettle. Pleasure doing business with you, Monsieur. Copper kettle has been added to your evidence folder. Was there anything else? 58. Do you have any string? Oh wait, I don't need that. That's a little steep. It's no ordinary string, messieurs. It's a string with 1,000 uses. You could make a fishing rod, you could fix something that's broken, you could play cat's cradle, you could stitch some clothes with it, you could tie someone up. Okay, you've both made your pitch. It's still too expensive. But it's still too much. Sorry, but there's no way I'm spending 15 francs on a piece of string. We understand. Did you want something else? Nah, I'm good. I got string. I forgot about that. That's all, madame. Thanks for all your help. Be sure to come back if you forget anything, Monsieur. Come back again. All right. And then we'll spend today over there. And then we'll go back to R&M and he'll be like ready for us and we'll be good. All right. Come in. Ah, it's you two. Have you managed to gather the materials I need? Yes, Monsieur. The string and copper pot exactly as described. Here you go. What is this? A fancy kettle? It's made of copper, I suppose, but what an odd choice. It was a little tricky to procure the necessary items, but with a bit of asking around, we managed to find a suitable substitute. There's a general store down the street that sells string and discounted copper pots and the like. I assumed you would have gone shopping there. Ah! Well, no matter. Give me 1 minute and I'll finish assembling the device. Alright. Ta-da! May I proudly present to you Gustave Troux's magnificent Explorer Extractor Surgical Device. What? Trademarked, patent pending. It looks like a pair of kitchen tongs hooked up to a sewing pot. Agreed. I wasn't expecting something so low-tech and, well, bad. Perhaps a demonstration is in order. 1 moment, if you please. Psst, Falcon? That thing looks like junk. This whole fetch quest has been a waste of our time. I suspected that the man was delusional from the very start. It would explain why I was being treated by a mental health professional. There's nothing to be done, though. Let's just humor Gustave until we get an opportunity to leave. Cut our losses. What about my medical debt? Time for a demonstration. Get ready to have your stockings blown off, messieurs. Ahem. So, we have 1 piece of regular meat. Imagine, if you will, that this is a soldier. Okay, that meat is a soldier. An oddly shaped and potentially tasty soldier. And here we have a piece of iron. Imagine, if you will, that this is a musket ball. So, our soldier is wandering through a battlefield, not a care in the world, when all of a sudden, bam, the person has been shot. The musket ball has been embedded in this man's flesh. I'm scared, Falcon. He's slinging my metal into the meat like a madman. Quick, messieurs. You're a battlefield medic. The soldier is wounded, and you have precious little time. What do we do? Mouth to mouth? Mouth to mouth. It's the only way. I volunteer. No, messieurs, no. No eating the meat. The answer I was looking for was surgery. Most battlefield medics would carefully cut out the bullet with a Now, I hear you wondering, Monsieur Trouve, surely there must be a better way. I wasn't. Well, wonder no more. Behold, the Explorer Extractor. Watch as I power up the device. And then I move the detector component over the meat. Is that thing humming? It is, Monsieur. When the electromagnetic component of the Explorer Extractor detects a piece of iron, the device vibrates and emits a soft hum. Oh, so it's a metal detector. I must say, I'm actually impressed, Monsieur. A device that can detect metal beneath flesh? That's innovative. I've never heard of such a thing before. Yeah, but why limit it to battlefield surgery? You could repurpose the thing to be some sort of treasure hunting device. That would make you really rich. Hold your horses, messieurs. Hold your horses. I'm not done yet. You've only seen half of the device's capabilities. The exploration part. Now you can witness the second part. Extraction. Did that thing just... Yep. Suck the bullet out like a pip from a grapefruit. Behold, the original piece of iron removed swiftly and precisely from the flesh. So, what do you think? Pretty revolutionary, huh? I think that meat looks a lot less appetizing than before. It's practically exploded. I have no idea what to think. Monsieur Trouve, you are a strange and mildly terrifying individual, but I cannot fault the innovation of your device. We shall pass it along to Dr. Falret. I still have no idea if I'm saying that right. And let him decide its worth. Explorer Extractor has been added to your evidence folder. Thank you. I'm sure the good doctor will approve. I'm hungry. Let's pick up some steaks on the way back to the office. Let's not. This poor bird. Ooh, Le Lion. Ooh. Is the room to your liking, mademoiselle? Ooh, I bet that's the madam. Ooh, look, there's a little snake. You mort. Don't call me that. My apologies, madame, but what are your thoughts? Is the room suitable? It's dark, cramped, and more than a little macrobee. But it will do. Fine. Excellent. I've hired private security to guard the entrance 24 hours a day. Rest assured, your weapons are safe. Tell me, Friar, are we doing the right thing? Of course we are, madame. There cannot be change without bloodshed. No revolution without revolution. Surely you aren't having second thoughts. Of course not. I want nothing more than to serve justice to the corrupt rulers of this country. When the time comes, I'll be the one to pull the trigger. Okay. Well, let's go to the hospital because it doesn't cost anything to do. Ah, you've returned. Were you successful? Well, Monsieur Trouve didn't have any money, but he did give us something that he claimed to be extremely valuable. Go ahead, take it. He said that you could keep it. What is this? Monsieur Trouve called it an Explorer Extractor. He said it would revolutionize the medical field. I don't quite understand how it works, but maybe I could demonstrate it if you have a piece of meat and a lump of metal handy? Monsieur Falcon, Monsieur Sparrowson, I sent you to retrieve owed money. Instead you return, several days late, with this child's toy. Just Forget it. Forget the whole task. It was foolish of me to rely on private attorneys, and it was foolish of me to assume that a crazed inventor would produce money when asked. Keep your toy. Good day, messieurs. So, do I get a discount on my bill? Dr. Falrut? About that discount? Oh, he's gone. Sorry, Sparrowson. It doesn't look like you'll be getting your discount. Well, there go my year's wages. So, what do we do now? Get back to our investigation into the Croque Monsieur and the rebels, I assume. We've wasted precious time on this fool's errand. All right. Back to R&M. Monsieur Volps, you've managed to dig up some good information, I trust. There is good news and there is bad news. Bad news first? Hit me with the bad news first. The Croque Monsieur refuses to speak with anyone who does not know a secret password, and I'm afraid I was unable to procure the particular password. I see, that is a problem. So, the password is Atom. I just don't know where she is. Or they are, I have no idea. So what's the good news? If you want to meet the Croque Monsieur anyway, I've learned that he lurks around the Rue de Marmousset on Friday evenings. The Rue de Marmousset? Oh, the Monkey Road by Notre Dame. That's easy enough to get to. I apologize that I cannot be of more help. It's no problem at all, Monsieur. You've given us a fantastic lead. Rue de Marmousset's on Friday. I'll be there. And I think we know what the password is. We do? Come on, Falcon. Don't be such a bird brain. I shan't delay you two any longer. I'm sure you have a lot of investigative work to do. That we do. Thanks for all your help, Monsieur Volps. All right. Saturday? So we have to wait a whole week? Frick me. God dang. Okay, well, let's go other places, I guess. Well, I actually just looked at the time. I don't want to go too much over this, so I think we will end here, actually, and then waste some time next time. Thanks for watching, though. Make sure to hit that sub button if, I don't know, you want to see more. My hair is a mess. It's fine. I freaking probably got vinegar in it. It's okay. Anyway, slam that like button if you like this. Comment on your favorite part of the people hands, maybe. I don't know. Or if you want one of those tasty Croque Monsieurs. Yeah. I also have a Twitter, Twitch, and an Instagram all down in the description panel below. So go check that out if you want, I suppose. I think that's it. If you want to see the next episode, it'll probably be here whenever it's uploaded and whenever I figure out how to do that. Goodbye.